everyone, thank you for joining me here today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Irene, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a review on the FENDI Peekaboo-Mini that I had purchased about 4 months ago. So this would be a 4-month update. I will also be doing some mod shots and also what's in my bag. So if you are interested for all of that, then stay tuned. So this is my FENDI Peekaboo-Mini, and this is in the, obviously the mini size. It is in 100% lambskin leather, so this is actually called the Napa leather, and it is in the dove gray color with the silver hardware, and inside it's got the signature turn locks, which I'm going to show you later. It's just got lots of stuff inside right now because I have been using it, and I'll show you guys what's inside as well. But right now I'm just going to quickly go over the pricing. Now, for those of you that have seen the reveal video for this bag that I created back in January, I want to say, yeah, I purchased this bag back in January, pre-loved, for 2,100 Canadian dollars. And at that point in time, when I was looking online at the FENDI store, like the online sales, I guess, this bag was retailing for 4,400 Canadian dollars plus taxes. Since then, I've just looked it up now. It is reselling, or not reselling, it is actually retailing for 4,700 Canadian dollars plus taxes. So it has gone up $300 since January, which is only about 4 months ago, which I find insane. So I feel like I got a really good deal and a really good price on this bag, since I did buy it pre-loved and it was rated in really good condition, and it very much still is. I've been using this bag very frequently. Whenever we're going out, I often reach for this bag. It's one of my regulars. I would say it's one of my top 3 bags that I reach for on the weekends or days when I am going out and I am needing a bag that holds a little bit more but still is very compact and comfortable and easy to use. I've been in love with this bag. As I mentioned, this is made out of 100% lambskin. It is very soft, buttery, supple, and it is so luxurious to use. I was concerned originally that because this seemed like a more delicate leather, it's very soft and very supple, that it would be more of a bag that I'd have to baby and take care of and kind of worry about more when I'm using it, but that hasn't been the case at all. In fact, I find this bag to be quite carefree, so it has been wonderful. Like, I can run my nails through this and I'm not concerned about it scratching, unlike my Chanel Mini, which is in the lambskin leather from Chanel. So people have said that this lambskin leather is more hard-wearing, more durable than the Chanel lambskin, and I have to completely agree. This is not a super delicate leather that needs to be babied versus a Chanel lambskin. Now I'm going to quickly go over the dimensions of this bag. So in length, this bag measures 23 centimeters. It is 18 centimeters in height, and in depth it's 11 centimeters. So it holds a decent amount, but it is not very chunky, very clunky, too big and too cumbersome to bring around, which I really like about this bag. The shoulder strap of this bag can be detached, so he's got these O-rings that can be taken out and completely removed, as well as the fact that this bag is adjustable with the strap. So the strap has a lot of notches on here. Now, I looked on the website, and the FENDI website is actually really useful with a lot of things. For instance, I was able to find the dimensions on there, the weight of the bag, as well as the strap drop length. So for this detachable leather strap, the minimum shoulder strap length is 99 centimeters, and that is actually where I have it attached to. I'm 5'3" for reference, so it's on the shortest possible option right here, and it is at 99 centimeters, and it works really well on my height and my frame. If you are taller, it's not a concern at all, because this strap length can be adjusted to 133 centimeters in length. So lots of variety in terms of being able to adjust it and make it customizable to your height and your proportions of your body, and I love that about this bag. I also really like that it has a top handle, which really gives me a lot of versatility in terms of being able to carry it multiple different ways. A lot of times I carry this in the crook of my arm right here. As you can see, it fits really well in there. It's not too tight, it's not uncomfortable, but it's not too big where it hangs down too low. And then I love also carrying it just in the hand like this. And then obviously as a shoulder bag and as a crossbody as well. If I have more things in here like I do right now, because I have been using it, and I'll show you what's inside in a moment, but if I have a lot of things in here, I don't tend to like to carry this as a crossbody. I find that it smushes down the one side that's laying against my body too much. So I will just use it as a shoulder bag. What's really good about this bag is Fendi does have a lot of thicker straps that you can attach and purchase to add on to this bag and switch out this thin strap. I myself don't mind the thin strap. I think it's really pretty, it's really delicate, it's really dainty, but I also wouldn't mind getting a thicker, kind of one of those guitar straps that are really in, and attaching that around here. That would be really pretty, and it would be a nice pop of color and a little bit more of a statement. But so this is a little bit more customizable, which is really nice as well. Now the weight of this bag is actually quite light. It is leather lined in the interior as well, so it's fully leather lined, but it only weighs about 0.6 kilograms. So when I carry this bag, it is very, very light. For myself, I don't like to carry big cumbersome bags that are really heavy. For me, I am very sensitive. I guess I'm kind of weak. So whenever I carry bags that are a little bit too heavy, my backs, my shoulders, they start to ache, and probably I don't have good posture, which doesn't help. So this bag is very light, and it's nothing that would be uncomfortable, even for a person who doesn't like to carry heavy bags. So if you carry heavy bags on a day-to-day basis, this would be absolutely nothing to you. It weighs as like light as a feather. Moving on to the interior of this bag. So if I turn it to the side for you guys right now, there are two main compartments, one on the top here, one on the bottom here, separated by this stiff middle partition. So this is the middle partition that holds the two turning clasps right here. I don't know if you guys can see. So there's a turning clasp here, and this is a stiff partition that kind of separates the two, and that's also the partition where the top handles are attached. So that way, even though the bag is heavy, this bag is quite heavy right now, I've got it pretty much stuffed, the bag doesn't lose its shape because it's attached to something that really holds its structure really well. The side has this detailing right here on both, and I think it's really pretty, it's really dainty. On the button here, on the silver button, it's gonna be impossible for you to see, but there's like the Fendi logo kind of engraved into it, which is a nice little detail. Now moving back onto the inside, I got distracted. This is what it looks like. So like I said, the interior is completely leather lined. On one of these compartments, which is right here on the bottom, you'll see that there's actually a zipper compartment in there. You see that? There's that zipper that's kind of opened, and that's all that there is in terms of additional pockets or organization that's inside the bag. So if you take a look inside mine, I have actually purchased some bag organizers. You see that light beige color in there? So I'm gonna show you guys what's inside my bag first, and then I'll talk a little bit more about my organizer that I have purchased. So starting off, I'm just gonna start from this side here, which is right here. Okay, this is the side I'm gonna start on. Inside here, I have my mini pochette from Louis Vuitton in the Damier Ebene print. And this is kind of like my catch-all for basically all my bags. So let me just show you guys what's in here. I purchased this back in January as well. January was a big spend month for me in terms of luxury purchases. So in here, I have my everyday essentials that I like to bring around. Some things in here switch from time to time depending on which purse I'm carrying. Sometimes when I'm carrying a bigger purse like this one, I can switch out some of these things and like put some of the bigger items inside the purse and then put more small items in here, if that makes any sense at all. So inside here, I have my absolute favorite lip gloss, which is the Dior Lip Maximizer. I've got this in two colors. This one's like a really light peachy pink nude, and it just adds a nice sheen onto your lips and plumps it a little bit. I don't necessarily use it for the plumping effect, but I really like how shiny and glossy and comfortable it is on my lips. So I always bring one of those around for the most part. I've got my hand sanitizer, this fresh water from Bath & Body Works. I don't know if it's gonna focus. There we are. There's my eye drops. For those of you that may not know, I wear contacts, so my eyes do get dried quite a bit. Got the L'Occitane hand cream. I've got one here. I see I've got another one in here too. So there's the other one right here. What else is in here? Oh, there's a perfume from Louis Vuitton. Okay, I've got a Louis Vuitton perfume in here. Scent, oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Contre moi, I don't know. Contre moi? Okay, butchering it. I'll stop now. Got some Claritin because allergy season is among us and it's coming on full force. I've got Blistex, which is one of my favorite drugstore lip balms. My lips get really, really dry and I use this absolutely every single day. I've got Shiseido oil blotting papers, which just look like this inside. They are actually really good. One sheet kind of does my entire face, but I only use these really in the summertime when I get really oily. Otherwise, winter time, that doesn't happen. There's some hair ties in here, hair clip for when I want to clip half of my hair up or whatever, and I've got a brush for my lash extensions. So that's all that's inside here. So all of that fits into this side of the bag. And then, oh, in here I see a few more things. So inside, oh gosh, I can't, okay. Got, okay, feminine products, always important to have. And oh, I've got another lip gloss. This is the Buxom lip gloss in the color Kristen. This one provides very similar effects to the Dior Lip Maximizer, except I find that I like that one more. I feel like it's a little less sticky, a little less thick. And then I get really paranoid when I leave the house with masks, and I don't always wear the reusable masks because I find that they're harder to breathe in for me. So I like to use just disposable ones, which I know is really bad for the environment, but they do break sometimes and I get really paranoid, so I bring extras in my bag. So that's, oh, I have another clip in here. Okay, there we go. That's where all my clips are. So that's one side cleared, and then I'll show you guys the other side. On the other side, it's quite full. I've got my phone, which is the iPhone 11, the one with the 3 cameras. I don't ever remember what number it is. I have a fine liner pen. There's my inhaler because I have asthma. It's always fun. There's my car keys in my card holder from Prada. And then I've got, oh, my Tom Ford Lumiere lip. So this is like basically a see-through lip balm, which adds really good shine, but honestly, it does absolutely nothing in terms of adding any moisture to my lips. So this is for shine, and then sometimes I'll just use this for the moisture. This for moisture, this for shine. And then I've got a bunch of receipts in here. So I've got IKEA receipts and then Aritzia receipts. So those can go into the garbage. And that's it for the interior of my bag. Now that it's emptied, it is honestly so light and so just comfortable to hang on to. I forgot to mention that there's no feet on the bottom, so it is something that you have to be thinking about, but I don't ever put my bags on the ground or on any sketchy surfaces, so I don't really have to worry about that. Now, on the inside of this bag, I'm gonna take out the inserts. I got my inserts as a set, so it came in a set of 2 specifically for the Fendi Peekaboo-Mini, and I ordered them from Samorga. So they look like this, so it comes in a pack of 2. They're exactly the same, and they're very simple. They're very thin, but they hold up the structure of the bag really well. So when I first purchased this bag, obviously it didn't come with any inserts or bag organizers. And what I noticed was, because it is pre-loved, the corners here, I don't know if you guys can tell, the corners here have a little bit of, it's almost like sunken in a bit because it is a softer leather. This corner, not so much, but there's a little bit on this corner on the back here. You see that? Where it kind of dents in. So when I purchased this bag, I noticed this and immediately I wanted to stuff it right away. So I took some packaging bubble supply stuff and to really just stuff it in and jam it in here. So that worked for a while, and it worked well as storage solution, so that when it's sitting in my storage, it's not kind of sinking in on itself. But as you can see, it is a very, look at that. It is a very soft, supple leather, and it will give. But I've noticed that I love the shape so much more once I've added in these Samorga organizers, because they hold up the shape of it so much better, so that when it's just sitting on the tabletop or whatever surface, it doesn't sink in on itself, and it really helps the leather hold up. So I highly recommend getting some organizers wherever you get them from. I mean, lots of places sell them. For me, I kind of found it hard to find one specifically made for this bag in particular. There were lots of other places that sold them for like the Speedy B25, the Neverfull, like lots of places sold them, even like Amazon. But specifically for the Fendi Peekaboo Mini, I really had a hard time, especially living in Canada, finding places that sold inserts specifically for this bag. And I didn't want to just get any old organizers, because these compartments are quite small if you really think about it, and the shape is quite particular. It's not just one size fits all type of shape. So I went and bit the bullet and bought it from Samorga, which was quite pricey considering I'm ordering from Canada. The shipping, the actual organizers themselves, like everything added up quite a bit, and I paid close to $100 for these, which is absolutely insane. But at this point, I'd rather spend an extra $100 kind of to act like almost insurance for my bag in order to protect the leather from further sinkage. I don't know what you call this, but I'd rather spend that extra $100 considering I've spent so much money on the bag itself already. It would be silly of me to kind of cheap out on the $100 and then just have this continue to get worse and worse with time. So I have to say, I absolutely love these inserts. They are really worth it. Now, Samorga has a ton of different colorway options. I just picked the one that looked most similar to this dove gray color. So obviously it's not an exact match, but it's neutral enough that it doesn't bother me at all inside the bag. And this way it protects the interior leather lining that's inside this bag, because like I mentioned earlier, it is all leather lined. So sometimes when I'm putting my keys in there, things like that, or even if I'm reaching in and I have my ring on, I don't want it to scratch the leather on the inside. Oh look, I've got another mask. Clearly, I am very paranoid. But I'm just gonna give you guys a look of what the bag looks like inside without the organizers now. So as you can see, there is a zipper right here, but quite frankly, it's really small. It doesn't really hold much. Maybe if you had the, I don't know if it does, do Fendi bags come with authenticity cards? I'm not sure, because this one didn't come with it, and this is my first ever Fendi. But I guess you could keep an authenticity card in there if you really wanted to. There is the Fendi logo on there as well. So there's that Fendi logo, that little square there. I don't know if you guys can see, there it is. And then on the other side, there's really nothing on the other side other than a little card slot, I guess. So other than that, there's really nothing else to it. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like closed up. Actually, yeah, I'll show you what it looks like closed up with an insert and without. So since I have the inserts out already, I'll just close it up and show you how soft this bag is and how malleable the shape is. So this bag is actually really cute with the turn lock like actually closed up, and this is what it looks like without. Personally, I like both ways. The only reason why I don't tend to wear it with the turn lock closed is because I find that it kind of pushes the leather in, it sinks it in a little bit more, which I am trying to reduce the amount of wear on the leather. So I try not to do that so much. But I'll show you what this looks like. So let's just close both sides. So this is what the bag looks like without any shapers or organizers inside. I'm just gonna put the organizers back inside. I notice a huge difference. In fact, I find that it makes my bag look newer when I have the inserts inside of it, because the shape of it holds up so much better. So I'm just gonna quickly throw this in. This is now with my bag organizers back inside, and as you can see, I am pushing down and nothing's giving. So I feel like with the organizers inside, my bag looks newer than without, so I love that. And if I were to try to close it, it definitely has, like, it's definitely more stiff. And actually, because I have the organizers inside, I'd be less reluctant to wear it with the clasp closed, because then at least there's an organizer inside that kind of keeps the leather from sinking in too much when you've got the clasp closed up here. So that's what it looks like with the organizers in, but I tend to wear them open just for easy access. I absolutely love the look of this bag. It is so beautiful. I love wearing this in the winter time. Obviously I purchased this back in January, so I was wearing it throughout winter, and quite frankly I don't see myself not reaching for it in the spring and summer. I think it looks actually really good with summer colors, just because it is a very nice neutral color and it works well throughout all seasons. So I absolutely have no regrets with this purchase. It was my first pre-loved bag and I think it was an excellent decision on my part, if I'm gonna toot my own horn here. But yeah, if you guys are looking into the Fendi Peekaboo Mini, I highly recommend it. I know that they have certain other versions that, newer versions, they have like the stitching here where it's kind of sticks out. I don't know what's called, inverted stitching. Anyways, there's a lot of different versions. If you look on the Fendi website, there's tons. Now where I live, we don't have a Fendi boutique, which is really unfortunate. So I was forced to look online for this, and then obviously I purchased Preloved online as well. All right, so I'm just gonna do some mod shots for you guys. This right here looks like this when I'm just carrying it. And then if I was to wear this with the strap, like I mentioned earlier, the strap is on the shortest length right now, which is, according to the website, 99 centimeters in length. And it just looks like this on my frame. And then I can also wear this crossbody, and at the shortest length, it works well as well. I could actually lengthen it a bit more, I think. For my personal preference, I would like it to hang down just a little bit lower, maybe 1 or 2 notches at most, but this is what it looks like. And then if I was to sling it to the back here, my favorite way to carry this purse is actually just with it in the crook of my arm like this. And I just love the way that this looks. It hangs perfectly. And I just leave the strap here, but of course you can remove it if you don't like it and you think it's a little bit messy. So I hope you guys found today's video somewhat helpful. And if you guys have any other additional questions that I failed to mention in my video, please remember to leave it in the comment section down below. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate your guys' kind words and all your support. You guys don't know how much it means to me, so thank you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to join our little community here. And don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you are alerted for all of my new uploads. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!